for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Once again, your referee in charge of this contest, senior official Karina Kyle.
Correction, Dr. Haywood. That was the 8-man scramble. Now are the 4 single quarterfinal matches to see which 4 competitors will move on to the Fatal 4-Way to get a chance at the cup. And I can tell by the way your head is bobbing around, just like downtown Dylan Cruz, this must be your favorite competitor of the
Absolutely. Yours rudely, Trevor Outlaw. I love the attitude. I love the music. Love the hair, the beard, the fashion. This guy, I'm putting all my money on Trevor Outlaw to run the table.
Yours rudely from Chicago, Illinois, Trevor Outlaw. He ruined your day for his own enjoyment from freelance wrestling. This guy does have a very nice beard, and he does have the pinfall victory, which Trip Jordy did not get in that tag team contest.
And one thing he wanted to make sure that we mention is that he has been banned from Twitter. He is no longer allowed on Twitter because of the mean things that he said to the fans. You know, I've been in Facebook jail several times, so that's right up my alley with Trevor Outlaw.
You guys are bitter over Twitter, I see. Facebook jail. So he's not just in Facebook jail, he's banned from Twitter.
You heard him say it. He's running the whole tourney, baby.
If he runs the whole tourney, he's going to have to beat. What's poppin', baby?
I really
He's
wish
going to have to
would.
beat the man from Black and Brave. The man from the Nightmare Factory. He's tied his name in with Cody Rhodes. He's tied his name in with Seth Rollins. Pop a whip like Trip, because here he comes. Trip Jordy.
Boy, I tell you, this spiritual successor to the Spirit Squad makes me want to pop something royally. I'd like to pop a boot up his ass. This guy makes me sick. He's popping all over the place, dancing, jumping around. ADD-HD run out of control.
Somebody get this man a couple Ritalin pills is what you're trying to say. Trip Jordy's here. It says it right there on the shirt if you don't get it. Hit the whip, Trip, because I think a trip to the finals is about to be what's poppin' here in PSG.
Well, not if Trevor Outlaw whips Trip.
Not if Trevor Outlaw has anything to say about it, right, Dr. Haywood?
Absolutely, and Trevor Outlaw definitely has a lot to say.
Yeah, we've definitely seen that from our first impression of him in the first round. Outlaw Jordy, the audience clearly behind
And
Jordy.
from behind,
Oh.
starting it off quick, Trevor Outlaw's got no patience for Trip Jordy.
Smart move, that's what you got to do. He doesn't want Jordy to start bouncing off those ropes. He doesn't want him to extend to the top and come down on top of it.
No, he doesn't want him bouncing off the rope, so he's going to bounce him off his fist and his boot.
Outlaw in control right now, jump starts the contest. Jordy hung up on the middle rope, out to the outside, didn't land very gingerly. Trevor Outlaw in firm control, goes through the bottom in the middle rope. Hard forearm shot.
Oh, what a job.
That takes everything that you got right out of you.
Right for Trip Jordy's #1 fan,
Yeah.
Trevor Outlaw. Yours rudely.
Yours rudely, fresh with the hard shot. That takes it away a lot more than it does 10 minutes into the contest. Now he's got a front chancery. Jordy fires with a hard forearm shot. Trips up Outlaw. Side of the face. Outlaw down to the floor.
Well, Trip is popping and locking.
Jordy with the I've never seen that before from the middle, the bottom rope, bottom turnbuckle area. Bent the knees, got the full rotation. That is definitely a game changer, and we're going to see what type of resiliency Outlaw has as Jordy rolls him back in the contest.
Well, if Trip Jordy can stop dancing and take advantage, but Trevor Outlaw will not give him the chance.
Jordy playing to the fans, got some in a position now. Top of the feet, hook down and a DDT. Hook of the leg, this could be over early. Nope, Jordy gets that left shoulder up, still in the contest.
Trevor Outlaw complaining about the count. I have a feeling that he probably always complains about the count, though.
Outlaw putting that knee across the back, throat into that 1-inch cable rope. Referee Karina Kyle enforcing the rules. The audience letting Trevor know exactly what they think about it.
Well, he's definitely crapped and tripped Jordy's cornflakes tonight.
Pissed in the cornflakes, crapped in the cornflakes. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of crap has been going on, and a lot of crap is going on right now as Trevor Outlaw, yours rudely, in control.
Jordy fan, ready? Not me.
And Trevor Outlaw just popped the whip.
Right in the sternum. What's popping? Trip Jordy's sternum is what's popping right now as Outlaw firmly in control and rams his head into that buckle, just covered by the steel.
All kinds of blood vessels and capillaries popping with those chops, and you can see the welts popping up on Trip the Whip.
Simple, basic offense right now being thrown, but it's also very effective. It's more effective than a dive out. It's more effective than coming off the top rope. Trip Jordy down on the canvas as Trevor Outlaw's yours rudely in firm control in the first of 4. Another hard shot brings Jordy down, gasping to his knees.
Absolutely sweet and simple offense has given Trevor Outlaw control of this match and Trip Jordy a pain in the chest.
High risk, high reward. Also no risk right here. Jordy ducks underneath. Now Jordy returns the favor not once, twice from Trip Jordy. He's got 3 times is the charm from Trip Jordy as Jordy fires up. Outlaw, hard knee. Jordy's shoulder into the corner. Changes the pace of this contest once again. Outlaw in control, Dr. Haywood.
Trevor Outlaw just will not give Jordy the chance to maintain any kind of offense. He might get in a shot or two, but Trevor Outlaw goes right back to work.
Oh, deep backbreaker. Throws Jordy down onto his head. Jon with the audience is still covered, but at least he hooks the leg. Jordy gets that shoulder free. Trevor Outlaw in control of this contest. Like I said earlier, sorry about that. The first of 4 hard slaps to the face. So disrespectful from yours rudely.
Well, Trevor Outlaw is making a dream match for Trip Jordy turn into a nightmare for this Nightmare Factory graduate.
Oh, these guys firing on all cylinders on their knee, now making it way back to a vertical basis. Jordy, oh my God, fires back. Blocked. Jordy. Boo, yay with that quick slip of a jab. Jordy picking it up. Once again, here comes these flying shoulder tackles from the Cody Rhodes Seth Rollins student, and Jordy tripped a whip right there. Lateral press, no hook of the leg. Easy kick out for Trevor Outlaw.
Well, Trip Jordy's going to have to do a lot better than that. Oh, look at those welts on his chest.
Trevor Outlaw really working over Trip Jordy early in this contest. Jordy starting to dance around, starting to feel himself. Nice modified power slam. Just a 2 count. Look at Outlaw. He believes it was 3. And I'm pretty sure he'll let Karina Kyle know he believes it was 3.
He absolutely will. There was a lot of torque on that slam right there.
A lot of torque on the slam. Outlaw in control. Not much on those forearms to the back right now. Outlaw picks up some steam. Nice little modified slang neck breaker. And just a 2 count. Trip Jordy still in the contest. Like I said, I've tried to say 2 times now, this is the first of 4 quarterfinal singles matches to see each winner moves on to the finals fatal 4-way of the Young Lions Cup here in Pacheco Square Gardens in Pacheco, California. Now that front chancery again. Jordy underneath the chin. I don't know if he got it all, but a hook of the leg and the lateral on the back. Oh, 2.5.
So close.
Not closer than 2 3/4, but 2.5. Jordy's still covering him. I don't know if the shoulder's up. Karina digging in. We're going to find out right now who is going to be the first qualifier and move 1 step closer to becoming the 2021 Young Lions Cup winner.
Well, here he goes with his dancing again.
Outlaw
And
says
Trevor's
bring it
bring
on.
it.
Oh. Outlaw firing with those reverse knife edge chops, but Jordy's firing him back. Says, what do you got, Jordy? That's what Tripp's got.
I haven't seen this many chops in a Bruce Lee movie.
Trip Jordy getting the better of the chop exchange. Uh-oh, Outlaw.
Oh, he's taking off the tape now.
The audience
He's
wants
getting
to see
serious.
one more. There's the tape over there.
Oh,
Are you kidding
Dick
me?
Kick City!
Are you kidding me? No.
And Trevor Outlaw spoils
It was that easy.
the match
It was that easy, huh?
with a simple dick kick.
That's what.
And that's a smart competitor. That's my competitor. That's my
I've
point
never
right
in
now.
my entire life, Dr. Haywood, seen a wrestler take his wrist tape off and throw it at the referee, and the referee turn around to pick up the wrist tape.
And that's why it worked. You've never seen it before. It
What
takes
a
that kind of
nonchalant.
devious genius, and gosh, I can't help but keep pointing to those welts on Trip Jordy's
The dumbest
chest.
thing I've ever seen in 23 years of professional wrestling actually got this guy a spot in the Fatal 4-Way Finals.
And now, Trevor Outlaw, he's going to tell Serza that his shoes are tied and get the pin.
Are you kidding me?
That's my point right there. What a genius. What a devious mind.
I mean, that's what I love about professional wrestling. You learn something new, and every day you see something that you've never seen before. And I guess he's going to have a victory celebration.
Oh, poor
Rip
Trip.
the whip.
Rip
Trip Jordy.
Trip.
Dr. Haywood is out of this tournament. And you could be looking at the winner right here. Yours rudely.
Trevor Outlaw. What ladies? You guys are rowdy tonight. In that case, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. With a 15-minute time limit. Once again, your referee in charge of this contest, Sparky Ballard.
Sparky Ballard calling this contest. Dr. Haywood, here we go. Second of 4 quarterfinal matches to head to the finals of the 2021 Young Lions Cup. But after an amazing finish from Trevor Outlaw right there, using the wrist tape as a distraction, we head into what is probably going to be one of the better technical matches. And there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, Jon Wolfgang, straight out of St. John's, Arizona, trained by Don Vitale and Gabriel Gallo. And like you said earlier,
Raised by saints and trained by bullies. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Jon Wolfgang in singles competition here against Nic Zander, where he will really get to show off his technical prowess.
very, to be honest with you, you brought it up earlier. I hated to agree with you, but a very, must-see ET and Sexy Fabrizio do have a gripe about the way that match ended by submission. And here comes the heartbeat Nic Zander. We get to see him again. He is a freestyle fighter from Las Vegas, Nevada, trained by a very, very good cast of veterans in Sin Bodie and D'Lo Brown.
Absolutely, he has been trained by some serious veterans, but I tell you, looking at this guy, it looks like someone took a white rapper from a 1990s band and brought him into the wrestling world. This young guy, he's got some heart, but does he have the technical skill to take on Jon Wolfgang?
Well, the beauty of that statement and that question is we are actually about to find that out as soon as Sparky Ballard asks both these competitors if they're ready and ring the bell. Who's moving on to the Fatal 4-Way for the Cup? Wolfgang's ready. So Zander. Bell has sounded and we are underway with our second match here in the quarterfinals, Dr. Haywood. Audience firmly behind Sparky Ballard.
Behind Sparky Ballard, they're behind the referee.
Did you hear him?
That's
Lock
a little
that.
odd. Is he going to win the cup? I heard some howls. I heard some heartbeats. And we're
These two guys right now,
Yeah, jockeying for position here.
collar and elbow lockup. They're starting to move around. They still haven't let go of the hold. Hands on hands. Still, they come up in the collar and elbow tie-up. Haven't broke yet. Into the corner. Sparky's going to let him go. Good officiating right there in my eyes with the championship and the cup on the line. Zander, Wolfgang. Oh, at a stalemate.
And the fans showing their appreciation for both of these guys' talent.
It says wrestling on the marquee, and professional wrestling is already what these guys are giving him here.
But how long will it stay a wrestling match? Will it devolve into flips and kicks? Will it devolve into a brawl?
At the end of the day, professional wrestling is what's going to get you to the dance. Fundamentals, basics and fundamentals is what is always going to win championships. They say defense wins championships in football. They say it wins championships in basketball. Strategy.
Well, you can be sure the eyes of these guys as trainers are going to be on them. We've seen Cody Rhodes tweet about the Young Lions Cup. We've seen Seth Rollins tweet about the Young Lions Cup. Some very important eyes on these matches and what these young men can do.
Couple pinning combinations. Zander behind with the $1 million dream. Zander releases the hold. Front chancery on Wolfgang. Chancery out of it.
Both of these guys feeling each other out.
This is for a spot in the Fatal 4-Way in the finals for the Cup. They've come a long way from Las Vegas, 9 hours away, and they've come a long way 13 to 14 hours away from Arizona. Wolfgang now with the test of strength, getting the better of the heartbeat right now. Zander teeter-totters it back. Now he's in control of Wolfgang.
Wolfgang has that size advantage, which will give him the leverage, and look at that.
This test of strength is like a very impressive arm wrestling contest. Weight right onto the chest, trying to break down. He's got to break down a little more towards the crotch area on the top of the thighs. You're not going to break the man down on his chest. He's got a good support base. Trip up. Zander has a double leg. Wolfgang to the ropes. Sparky's going to break this one off. Very good hands on hands. Catch wrestling style going on right now. Catch wrestling match going on between the Heartbeat and Jon Wolfgang. Turned into a shoving match.
Emotion's starting to get hot.
Cup on the line. Spot for the cup. Hard forearm shot from Jon Wolfgang. Fired back. Oh, another hard shot from Wolfgang. Zander really bringing the leather, and so is Wolfgang.
These guys were evenly matched with the technical
Hard
wrestling.
back fence.
Let's see what their striking game is like.
Oh, both men had the same idea. Wolfgang, nice backbreaker. Zander down to the canvas. Jon Wolfgang in control. So far, hard-hitting, good professional wrestling contest. Wolfgang to the lower back in control of Nic Zander. Another hard forearm shot. Backing Zander into the place you don't want to be in no man's land in the corner. Hard whip across the buckle, bouncing Zander a quarter of the way out.
And we're starting to see some of that trained by bullies with some of the savage efficientness that Jon Wolfgang's been dishing out.
Lateral press for the cover. Wolfgang on Zander, just a two. Smack to the back. He whipped him so hard in the corner that with that metal buckle, that metal turnbuckle behind it covered by the padding, still kicked Zander out a good 1.5 to 2 feet. Zander doesn't give up. Reverse chin lock. Oh, drops the top of the skull underneath the chin. Wolfgang. Zander picks up some momentum. Row! Knee to the gut, right to the kitchen sink. Knocks the bottom right out of him. Nice cover. Still got him. That's the type of cover that's going to win you a cup.
Absolutely very impressive work by Jon Wolfgang so far. Wearing down Nic Zander.
Scissors around the body. He's got the ankles crossed over. That right there is that right there wears the oxygen out of your lungs. Lights are on you. Wolfgang in control. Zander just mere inches away from that bottom rope. Starting to wear down. Wolfgang now adds ripping the side of the rib area as Sparky Ballard checks on the Heartbeat Nic Zander, Dr. Haywood.
Yeah, you gotta wonder at what point Nic will Jon Wolfgang start getting just that little bit more savagery. He could have added in some strikes there to continue to wear down Nic Zander. Now Zander's taking the chance to start putting some moves on Jon Wolfgang.
And just a simple, hard spine buster inside that leg. Kick out from the heartbeat. That was a close near fall right there. We haven't seen a whole lot of those in this tournament so far. Jon Wolfgang and Nic Zander are definitely turning it up right here in the quarterfinals.
Absolutely. And Jon Wolfgang putting the pressure on Nic Zander, dishing out the punishment to both the face and also the back. Nic Zander's taking a lot of hard blows to that back.
Oh, 2.5 right there after 3 exposed elbows to the side of the face. That Nic Zander kid, I'm going to tell you right now, he's got a lot of heart. He's tough. He's still out there swinging, fighting, trying to chop his way back to a vertical base. Wolfgang ducks underneath. Schoolboy roll-up. Just a 1.
Well, you can't call yourself the heartbeat and get pinned on the first
Mahi
attempt.
straw cradle. Kick out. That's the second schoolboy to Mahi straw cradle we've seen in this tournament so far. Wolfgang in firm control with another front chancery, front face lock. Inside cradle. They start rolling around. Someone's got to lock those ankles together. Someone's got to connect them. Hold on. Zander.
Impressive strength by Nic Zander.
Wow. At 180 pounds, he picked up a man 12 pounds heavier than him off of the straight roll with a fisherman's buster. Both men down. We're back to square one as Sparky Ballard starts his 10 count.
These men very evenly matched when it comes to skill.
This is good.
Who has got the X factor that is going to lead them to victory?
Charging Wolfgang hits the bottom of the boot. Now he eats a back elbow point to the jaw. Push down. Zander. Hard forearm. Zander uses his back. Tiger suplex on the back of the neck. I'd go for the cover right now, kid. This could be it. He snapped his neck right off of the Gold Rush logo on the canvas. They're in no man's land, trapped in a corner. Not much on the Irish whip. These two athletes are fatigued. Up and over. Wolfgang hits hard. Underneath. Zander. Oh, that was to the jaw. Let's cover that man. Here it is. Dr. Haywood. 2. No. How?
Wolfgang hangs on.
How did he hang on?
And the crowd rightly chanting that this is awesome. And definitely look at both of these men. Worn out with still knowing another match to go after this.
This is what it takes to win the Young Lions Cup. This is awesome. Underneath, counter, front chancery, snap suplex, floats over. Into a modified neck breaker out of the suplex. Wolfgang might be down, and there it is. Oh!
Impressive win by the heartbeat Nic Zander.
The surprised look on Nic Zander's face and a hard-fought victory over Jon Wolfgang right here. I'm going to tell you what, both these men definitely have earned a spot in that fatal four-way, but
only one can go.
Only one can go.
And it's going to be Nic Zander.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
But let me tell you, the great thing about that match is you had the best of old school wrestling with the absolute future of wrestling. We are going to see great things from both of these guys, I predict.
Technical fighter out of Arizona takes on the freestyle fighter from Las Vegas. Hold on. For the audience, getting both these guys.
And rightly so. Both these guys left it all in the ring.
Be on the opposite sides of the world. But I respect each other.
Extends the hand.
Jon Wolfgang going to shake it? Are they going to get past the differences they had at the beginning?
After 10 to 12 minutes of that type of combat. Oh, there it is.
There's the respect right there.
Respect, great sportsmanlike conduct from both these competitors. Dr. Haywood, we now know that the heartbeat Nic Zander, and we now know that your man,
Trevor Outlaw, yours rudely.
To half of the fatal four-way for the 2021 Young Lions Cup. Look at Zander. He's saying he's going to win a championship. I'd love to see him put that trophy, melt it down maybe, and put it around the waist. Either way, tonight he can become a champion. Either way, it reminded me a lot of Stephen Bonner and Forrest Griffith in the very first ever Ultimate Fighter finale where both guys got a contract. I say Rick Luxury.
Absolutely.
East Bay Pro Wrestling, Pro Championship Wrestling, All Pro Wrestling, West Coast Wrestling, whoever it is out there, take a look at these two men. Get them back down here from Arizona and Vegas on the card.
For sure.
Two of the four competitors have made it out, made it in, and here he comes, ladies and gentlemen.
Everyone's least favorite cartoon character. I can't believe they let this jabroni bring a sword to the ring. I mean, dipped his head in Kool-Aid, calls himself an anime. Kids, parents, this is what anime does. Delete it from your Netflix, throw it out. Don't be like this guy, for God's sakes. And he's got the unsolvable math teacher, or the incontinent variable.
Are you done?
Ishmael Vaughn.
Are you done here? Are you done here? Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, a very good analysis breakdown here by the great Dr. Haywood. Very dynamic, very high flying, very tough is what we've already found out from Kid Bandit right here.
The only thing I like about him being tough is I get to watch him get beaten longer. And here comes the man from across the pond, Lord Bengston from Waterloo, Iowa, by way of London, England.
Oh, Waterloo. One-on-one contest right now. Kid Bandit is the spin kick shinobi, the bride grand of the balcony and the senpai of the streets, an absolute hintai of the streets. Written down right here on the notes for me to throw out there. And no matter what, he has been told he's the human highlight reel and he's going to either steal the show or die trying. Let's see what he's got right now against the man who's had a very impressive resume on shows that he's appeared on. AEW, Championship Wrestling in Atlanta, just like Big Juicy. Black Wrestlers Matter, WrestleMax, collar and elbow tie-up right here, as we're going to find out who the third competitor is 3/4 of the way through, heading into the Young Lions Cup Finals, Haywood.
Yeah, it's going to be some kind of a match. I've got to throw my hat behind Lord Bengston. I admire a man who can wear a kilt in the style of Roddy Piper, and I hate Japanese cartoons.
Side headlock. Bandit brings him off the rope, shoots him off. Tackle, nip up. And the face-off stare down right here. One of these competitors will move on. Bandit slings around some type of a modified head scissor, but he did it around the midsection. Underneath, some quick action, blocks, lucha, miss. Oh! Both men catching each other's foot right now. We've got a stalemate, Dr. Haywood.
That's right, a Japanese anime standoff. Who's got it? Who wants it more?
And a shake of the hand. Honestly, don't know exactly what I'm
Honorable
calling.
contest. Oh, I guess not. Kid Bandit not so honorable after all.
Oh. Hard kick to the side of the head. Scramble your brains around a little bit. Kingston.
For the protagonist of pro wrestling, he's not very honorable, but he's in it to win it, he says.
Sorry, Bengston. 2.5 from referee Sparky Ballard. Sorry, Bengston into the corner. Kid Bandit in control after a hard kick with the front of the boot, with the kick pad to the head. Oh, and a hard shot to the chest. Another one from Kid Bandit as he starts to pick up some momentum.
Bengston's getting up. He's firing up. Look at this.
Each kick seems to have no effect on Lord Bengston as he shoves with the bottom of his foot. Kid Bandit back into the corner. Bengston follows in with a hard back elbow, 2 hard back elbows. Snapmare to the center of the ring. European uppercut to the back of the neck. Neither one of these men have gone for a lateral press cover to end the contest. Bengston fires Kid Bandit to the outside of the ring.
We've seen a lot of action outside the ring tonight, and it looks like we're going to see some more.
Wisely slides back in. Bandit off the rope after the forearm. No, modified. Caught a little bit.
Got hung up.
Caught a little bit, got hung up in the ropes. The ropes have not been very friendly to these competitors here tonight.
Not at all.
Oh, sliced bread number. Dump on the back of your head on the outside. I think Lord Bengston is unconscious, and Sparky Ballard might need to stop this contest as Kid Bandit is going to be moving on to the Fatal 4-Way for the Cup.
Well, looks like we've got some movement there on the outside.
Movement does not matter at this point when you strike the back of your head off the hardest part of the ring. Bandit picks up some steam.
And Lord Bengston caught him.
Oh my. Luckily, the padding on the outside of the floor, he's now struck the back of his head on the canvas, and he struck the top of his head barely on that 1-inch padding sitting on the hard concrete floor. If I was Sparky Ballard, I would check Lord Bengston because he's definitely seeing stars if he's conscious. Here's the cover, and it's going to be... Oh, got that right shoulder up.
Well, you got to remember, this is a cartoon, so if he's seeing stars, we'd see him too.
Stop it, Dr. Haywood. This contest dragging in. 5 minutes have elapsed in this contest. Lord Bengston, can he recover from... Oh, I guess he answered my question. Lord dropped him on the back of his neck, hooks him up. 2 shots to the back of the neck. Cover, kid. Go for it. Sparky's ready. Move on to the finals. These guys have no regard for one another, Dr. Haywood.
Absolutely no regard for one another, no regard for their own safety. They are both days having taken several shots to the head.
Pardon me, all this action. I just heard 5 minutes have elapsed in this contest. I thought I heard it earlier. As Bandit around the 6-7 mark, still on a knee. He can break the count by getting up to his feet. Both men up. Oh, hard shot. He laid it out there for him. Bandit says, sticks the tongue out. Bring it on with another one. These guys are just allowing another hard shot. These guys are just allowing physical abuse on each other right now, Dr. Haywood.
Well, that is definitely either one type of crazy or one type of tough.
I'm going to go with a little bit of both right here. Bandit getting the better of the exchange. 5 directs and 1 fire back from Lord Darian Bengston. A little momentum change right there. Bandit starting to pick it up. Starting to feel the rhythm, and Bengston cuts him right down into the canvas. Now Bandit starts to pick it up, but Bengston's putting him down. Picking up the steam. Drives his face into the canvas. Lord Bengston is feeling it right now from across the pond. He threw Kid Bandit's head straight into the pond.
Absolutely. Lord Bengston is showing a well-rounded arsenal of both ground and pound and flips and twists, acrobatics.
Got him right here. That's got to be it, Doc. No! These men have been dropped on top, in front, on the back, the high neck, the front of the neck, the chin. They've hit each other with so many unprotected forearms. Their jaws, their skulls, their brains have to be rattling. We are moving towards the 10-minute mark. Who's going to go to the finals?
Well, if we're talking brain injuries, I'm going to put the advantage with Kid Bandit because he clearly doesn't have much left up there anyway. crazy as all
Brought him
hell.
down. Bandit got the counter. Once again, questionable not going for a cover. This has backfired. This and going to the top has backfired on many competitors here tonight at the 2021 Young Lions Cup.
Well, Kid Bandit has to show off for his fans. The spin kick.
Oh, he got a little bit of it. Beautiful twisting athleticism with the Phoenix splash. It wasn't much of a splash, but now...
Look at the ring presence. Lord Bengston rolled towards the ropes, puts his legs up.
Very,
Gets the save.
very good officiating right there by veteran referee Sparky Ballard. And
Oh, what's going on here? Ishmael Bond's throwing in the kendo stick.
come on,
Wait, what? Is that a staple gun?
that's a staple gun.
What?
Wait a second.
Oh! He just stapled his nuts to the side of his leg.
Wait a second. And Lord Bengston's going to get the victory and move on to the finals, Dr. Haywood.
Well, hopefully that staple gun will help stop Kid Bandit from procreating in the future, but it certainly helped Lord Bengston win the Young Lions Cup.
It definitely did. The staple gun still in the ring. I'm going to be honest with you. And I say it a lot of times, I'm going to be honest with you. As Lord Bengston moved on to the final, another very questionable call here tonight. And I hate to be the man to point it out, but everybody else is looking on the monitor. They're looking through the TV screens or on their phone, and they see a staple gun laying in the center of the ring. Either way, if, ands, or buts, because of that staple gun, if, ands, or buts, that staple gun to the nuts has moved Lord Bengston onto the Fatal 4-Way into the finals.
Clack, clack.
Wow, folks.
And here we go yet again. We're going to find out who the fourth competitor of the finals is, and there's Serza the Revolution, who handicap style pulled it off against Bruno Beretta, and the man he's about to face right now, his friend, his tag team partner, and fellow Revolutionary member, Big Juicy Finau.
You gotta wonder, this is where the rubber's gonna meet the road for Serza with his revolution himself. The true challenges in life. He's facing one of them right now in his friend, Big Toko, Juicy Finau.
But the thing that just keeps blowing my mind, that I can't get out of my mind these last 30 to 40 minutes, is Juicy back in on an 8-man scramble wild card. That's the last guy you wanted to get back in this tournament on a wild card. Serza defeated Bruno Beretta and Big Juicy in the first round by pinning Beretta with the spear. So now he has to come back and face Big Juicy one-on-one. He's already put Juicy out of the tournament. Now Juicy's back in the scramble because Brooke Havok has blown out the other knee besides the injured knee. I'm sorry I'm excited, but if this man put Juicy out of the tournament and Juicy found a way back into the tournament, can he do it twice? I don't think he can.
Well, and you said it. He put Juicy out via Bruno, spearing Bruno in the middle of the ring, getting the 1, 2, 3. He did not pin Big Toko Juicy Finau.
The 6'4", 450-pound plus Tongan, Big Juicy. Last guy, man. Last guy you wanted to come back in on a wild card if you're these other competitors.
Not only for the size, but for the experience too. Juicy's wrestled all over the world for a number of promotions. I mean, let's talk about it. He's fought at Game Changer Wrestling, West Coast Pro, Championship Wrestling in Atlanta, Primetime Live, Future Stars of Wrestling, and that's just a few of them.
Very good resume.
That's a long resume that many would be envious of.
Trained by Wrestling Personified Rick Luxley right here at East Bay Pro Wrestling. And like I said, this was the guy that many people predicted was going to win this tournament. And surprisingly, he went out of the tournament. He found his way back in by a sheer tragic accident before his contest even happened. And now he's back in to face the guy who beat him in basically a handicap match earlier. And look at Serza. Look at his arms out. I think he's going to let him know you owe me one, bud.
This is going to be a test of loyalty for both of these men.
The test of loyalty's over. Serza calls the big man, Big Toko, out to the center of the ring. Hold on.
I'm gonna need you to do something.
If you like his ear.
I don't know why the audience thinks the worst of it.
He's asking Big Toko to lay down.
And rightfully so, to be honest with you. This man is backing on a wild card draw, and he's going to do it. And this is why they are the Revolution. Serza moving his way on to the
impressive
final.
leadership from Serza. Oh!
No.
Looks like maybe the big man changed his mind.
He definitely changed his mind, Dr. Haywood. Serza, no, listen to Serza here. He knows it. Ooh, backing him
Serza
down.
overstepped the line. Oh. Serza taking advantage, and that's what you got to do against the big man. You're not going to beat him striking. You're not going to beat him with any fancy moves. You're going to have to get lucky. You're going to have to take advantage of weakness when you can.
Hard knockdown with the bottom of the boot by Juicy Finau as he's now in control of Serza. Serza hangs him up over the top rope. Serza, I would say he's at a disadvantage, but like I'm going to keep bringing up, Serza with another knee. That's about the third he's hit on his tag team partner here tonight. Juicy, powerful kick out. The thing is, Dr. Haywood, can Serza one-on-one? He pinned Beretta, but Beretta was a team with Juicy Finau. Can he beat Big Toko? Can he beat Big Juicy to move on to the finals of the 2021 Young Lions Cup? Tip up to the outside and a hard shot to the gut.
Well, not only can he win, can he survive? You don't just go into a match looking to win against Juicy Finau. You go in looking to survive, to come out with your career, with your body intact.
Not going to do much survival with your face hitting the chair on the outside. Now they're amongst the fans here in Pacheco Square Gardens, and Big Juice is telling the sea to part the sea, and down goes Serza into the fifth row, into the floor here in Pacheco.
Well, these fans have definitely got their money's worth with all the action that's been in the ring, but especially with the action that's gone on outside of the ring.
Big Juicy in firm control, needs to roll him back in the ring to finish him off.
Absolutely, you won't progress with a double count out.
Juicy hard into that steel pole on the outside, and whether you got a hard head or not, that will definitely rattle and scramble your brains. Serza in control, Juicy down now. Serza looking to do the most unbelievable thing that any man could do in one night, and that's beat Big Juicy not once, but twice.
Oh, Serza's feeling a little thirsty, and he's going to the snack bar at Pacheco. Remember, folks, you can always get a snack when you come to PSG. Get a nice water, and he's going to share it with Juicy. I don't know how smart that is.
Just cooling his partner and his friend down, and a slap on the face to say, hey, bud, let's get back in this ring and finish up this contest and see who's going to go to the finals. Juicy on the ground. Now Serza starts rearranging some furniture out here on the outside. Runs up the stairs, dives, takes out the 400-pound Big Juicy Finau.
Serza's pulling out all the stops, taking all the risk to put down the big man.
The way they got here, this is what just keeps, this is the story of this tournament right here. Serza teamed with Brooke Havok in the first round, match 4 of the first round actually, to take on Big Juicy Finau and Bruno Beretta. With the spear on Bruno Beretta, Serza single-handedly moved on, and then an 8-man scramble due to the injury. This man's back in it.
And just amazing how a simple strike from Big Toko, Juicy Finau can change the momentum of the match. This has bad news written all over
Oh my
for
God.
Serza.
Looks almost, it doesn't look like the Tongan driver. It almost looks like a modified tombstone. He's got the head cocked off to the side. Drives him head first. That's it.
Call a priest and get
That's
last
it.
rites out here for Serza. That's all over.
Juicy fatigue. Serza's dead. The audience letting us know what they think about this live in the moment type holy shit that Big Juicy just took all over the head of his tag team partner, Serza of the Revolution.
Well, Juicy will want to relive that moment over and over again on replay, but I'm pretty sure Serza does not want to live in that moment one more second.
If he rolls him in with any amount of time, doesn't even need to hook the leg, lays the 400 pounds over him, Juicy's headed to the finals, and this could honestly be the first time that a wild card has not only been in the finals of the 2021 Young Lions Cup, it could be the first time that a wild card wins the whole dang thing, and just a 2-count Serza with a little something left. Karina Kyle letting Rick Luxury over there know, who's dinging the bell, that was 2 3/4.
That's got to be reflex. That's got to be muscle memory. Look at Serza twitching on the mat. He doesn't know where he is. And Big Toko just playing with him now.
I can imagine how fatigued these athletes are. As an athlete that's been in that ring, I am fatigued from just calling all this action here tonight, here in Pacheco. Dr. Haywood.
Big Juicy is just treating Serza like a toy at this point.
Serza, not much left. A little bit of elbow strikes. Enough to get him off those shoulders. Ducks underneath, picks up momentum. There's the 5th knee of the contest. One rattled him earlier in the night to the floor. That one's got him wobbling as Serza starts to strike inside the thigh, outside, inside the knee, back of the head. Knocks him right back down, Haywood. Tripped him up again. Very crafty, very skilled. Leader of the Revolutionary. That one might be it.
Serza's going to town. He's feeling it. He's sensing the shift in momentum. He's got the big man down. He's got to stay on him, though. He's got to keep him down.
I think that affected the knee of Serza more than it did the head of Big Juicy. Both men back up. Serza pounds for the offense. And a spear. That put away Beretta. It could be right here. Karina Kyle slapping. No!
Well, let's face it. Juicy's got a lot more padding than Beretta does.
Definitely does, Haywood, but the audience getting behind Juicy. This contest, I don't know which way it's going to go. This has been the story of the tournament, and this right now is all, this crowd's getting behind it, but this is all for Brooke Havok right now. Both these men have trained with her at East Bay Pro. Serza going to the top rope. It has not been the lucky place or position for the athletes tonight, and that one connected.
He got all of it.
He did. Oh!
I hesitate to call this a David and Goliath match because Serza is a big man in his own right.
He is.
But still, just the amount of punishment he's been able to dish out has been very impressive.
He knows right now. He knows that he's on his last leg. He knows that splash from 6 feet up at 215 pounds, landing on Big Toko, if that couldn't put him away, what is it going to take to get to the finals? You already had this man out ahead of steam. Underneath, slides, hits the buckle. Toko, hard shot, rattles him, picks him up. This could be it, Dr. Haywood. He tells someone what he thinks about him. That could be it.
Over with just the leg.
Toko showing someone number 1. Big Juicy has found his way back into this tournament.
You've got to think that every single man left in this tournament is questioning their strategy, is questioning their fortitude, is questioning their bravery, because they are going to have to face that monster.
And it didn't affect him that he came straight from a tag match into a wild card 8-man scramble. He still got the pinfall with the Tongan driver. Is it going to affect him now after a hard-fought victory like this to go straight into a fatal 4-way match with maybe 5 minutes of break? What a contest between these two guys as they smile at each other right here. The Revolution has just been televised.
Yeah, and it seems it's still intact after 2 hellacious matches. These two still holding one another's hands high. Big Toko now going in to the final round.
If you're Trevor Outlaw.
If you're Trevor Outlaw, if you're Lord Bengston, if you're Nic Zander.
You just had this 6'5", 400+ pound monster out of the tournament. Do you? Just a brief intermission. What is it going to take to put this man? We're getting ready for the Fatal 4-Way, Dr. Haywood. I'm excited. And here we go, Dr. Haywood. It's been the last 2.5 hours. Have been impressive. Here comes Sparky Ballard, the official, the owner, the operator of Gold Rush Pro Wrestling. With All Pro Wrestling has brought you the cup. Here we are with the Fatal 4-Way. Big Juicy, Lord Bengston, Nic Zander, and Trevor Outlaw to find out who's going to take that cup home.
It's certainly been a hellacious tournament. These young men have left it all in the ring, but there's still one more hurdle to jump.
And I need a shot of water right here. I'm completely parched as Trevor Murdoch, your guy.
Outlaw.
Oh, Trevor Outlaw. See, that's exactly what's going on with me tonight. I don't got much left, and I've already seen a little too much, maybe 2 times too much in this
Look
night.
at this. He's wearing Brooke Havok's vest.
Oh.
And look at him mock the fans.
Classy Brooke Havok tragically blew out her right knee after coming off of 3 months of recovery time on her left knee. We wish her a speedy recovery and hope.
I don't need the Nightmare Factory. I don't need big names behind me. I'm a star on my...
Did you hear that?
You wrote yours rudely ripping the Nightmare Factory patch off of Brooke Havok's jacket. He doesn't need the Nightmare Factory. He doesn't need big names. He's his own name.
Speaking of ripping, there's the sign, Trip Jordy sign that he ripped earlier. What's poppin'? Papa whip with the trip, whip the trip, rip the sign. Trevor Murdoch is really, look at him with Brooke Havok's jacket. As a matter of fact, when he first came out, I thought he was just wearing some new gear that might have been a little undersized for him for the made especially for the Young Lions Cup here tonight.
Nope, that's Brooke Havok's jacket. Trevor Murdoch ruining these fans' night.
Trevor Outlaw. See,
Trevor Outlaw, you made me do it now,
exactly
damn it. But you won't make a mistake with Nic Zander, the heartbeat.
Nic Zander with one hell of a victory over Jon Wolfgang earlier tonight in the quarterfinals. We bypassed the semis because we're here. The finals. It's been a long night, Dr. Haywood.
It absolutely has. But I tell you what, this may not be a championship match, but it's the closest thing, and it's got me tight in the pants.
Tight in the pants. The blood is flowing to all the right places, and the bottom line is we're going to find out if those buttons are going to burst, because here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got Zander.
Speaking of pants, I can't believe this guy's pants. It looks like he ripped them off the graffiti wall down in Sacramento or the Bay Area. It's spray painted.
Outlaw Zander, every competitor tonight has switched their gear up except for this man right here. Lord Bengston comes across the pond. He likes to keep it real. He likes to keep it true. He's had the same hairstyle. He's had the same half kilt, and he's wore the same gear. And as a matter of fact, you know what? Nah, I'm not going against that guy right there. I'm not going against Juicy, as a matter of fact. I think the story has been written right now. He was out. He's back in off the wild card. He is now in the finals, and here he comes, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, if these guys are smart, they're going to link up. They're going to work to eliminate Juicy Finau. This is an elimination match. They can try it again.
7 guys tried that in the scramble. It didn't work out too well for them.
As an elimination match, I don't think eliminating your other competitors and then facing Juicy Finau one-on-one is the strategy to make, though.
Led to the ring, or accompanied to the ring by Revolution member, tag team partner, and friend, a man he just went to combat with 2 times tonight, Serza. And there is Big Juicy, ladies and gentlemen. What a story his career has been. What a story tonight has been. And at the end of the day, it all comes off the misfortune and the tragedy of AEW Dark Star Brooke Havok with the knee injury, which we're going to need an update here a little bit later. Hopefully we can give that to give all the fans watching a little update on what's going on with Brooke Havok's injury. But enough about injuries. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, Dr. Haywood. This is what we've been sitting here for, and this is what we've been anticipating.
Well, I don't think enough about injuries. We could easily see some in this elimination match with Juicy Finau.
Oh, at this guy. What is he thinking? What is this guy even thinking?
Trevor Outlaw, he's bold. He's brash. He's not going to let the big man intimidate him. I don't know if it's the smart move. Maybe his plan might be to get Juicy Finau so pissed off he makes some kind of mistake.
Holding that jacket up right there is going to piss off Juicy Finau. Brooke Havok is his friend and a fellow student trainee that he trained with under Rick Luxury right here at East Bay Pro Wrestling. Hold on. Oh, right in Zander's face. Not much going after Juicy as he gets knocked down. He's going to take another knockdown. It looked like a 400-pound armpit to the beard, and he gets crushed.
He's definitely going to need to wash that beard after that.
Juicy, firm control. Outlaw to the floor. Bengston. Nobody home. Juicy hits the corner. Here comes Zander, 182 pounds, 190 pounds, not much on it with the foot. Zander backs that butt up into Juicy. Here comes Outlaw with a splash.
They are going to have to strike fast and hard.
Double got him down. Super. I don't know.
Just made him mad.
He says, bring it on. 3
super kicks. 2 at a time in tandem.
Got him shaking. All 3 guys together. Juicy down. And away we go.
So now breaking up the action.
One of the hardest matches to wrestle. 4 men in the ring. And now Nic Zander is put on the jacket.
Claiming it for Brooke Havok maybe, or maybe he just likes the fashion.
Head scissor. Away goes Trevor Outlaw. Fired up Nic Zander here in the finals. He's got to be fatigued and tired as well. Bengston back to his feet, and we might see these 2 competitors know they're gonna coexist as a unit. And here comes Lord Bengston. Takes out both men on the floor with a suicide flipping dive.
We've seen a lot of those tonight. Folks trying to make an impression, show off for the big eyes.
I've never once seen one of these maneuvers win an actual contest. Doesn't matter. Zander flips out in the audience, lands on his feet with a lot of athleticism. And that young man from Las Vegas, Nevada, trained by Sin Bodie and D'Lo Brown, is fired up. And he's going to need a little bit more fire to get that jacket from Brooke Havok off of his shoulders.
Well, he's just a fashion train wreck all around between the pants, the hair, and that jacket. The flip worked, but the jacket not so much.
Oh, doctor. Front chance. Brought him back. Bengston gets caught countered. Reverse. Starting to, is it under the neck? Here he comes. Packaged him up. Bengston finds his way back down. Elevates him with a high elevation on that back body drop. Zander's feet hit first and his back came down, hitting in pieces, which definitely takes the wind right out of you. Outlaw gonna do his first dive out of the night, and actually effective on the knee. Juicy holding the knee. As a matter of fact, the irony, the serendipity of another knee injury right here at the cup.
Well, it's very likely. You see, Juicy's got that brace on the knee that Trevor Outlaw probably targeted that knee.
These two guys exchanging now, Zander and Bengston. Oh, pimp slap. That's a knockdown right there. Knockdowns like that, you got to cover the opponent, Dr. Haywood. He's down, he's out. That could be the situation. And I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh! And Trevor Outlaw, both of his best friends, just got split up on the turnbuckle.
Couldn't have happened to a better man, I'll tell you right now. Outlaw put himself in the first vulnerable position of the night besides that dive out on Juicy, which actually was effective because we still haven't seen Big Toko back up to his feet as both these competitors look to bring Outlaw crashing into the canvas.
Well, this has got bad news written all over it for Trevor Outlaw. He's going to have to fight out of it or suffer the consequences.
These two guys trying to jockey for their better footing on the middle rope. And doesn't matter anymore, does it?
Those
Bengston,
big meat
Zander.
hooks right on the back.
Bengston, Zander. Need to turn around. Juicy, not everything he had behind that. Starting to fatigue a little bit deep into the tournament right here. We're into the final stages of this tournament. Bengston on the shoulder, Murdoch on the canvas. Zander is in the best physical position right here. Juicy Finau coming up, caught on the shoulder. Finau swings him around. Another DDT on Juicy Finau. One from Serza earlier, and now Zander has got him. That seems to
Zander's
be
just as surprised as we are. And look at Juicy working that knee. He might have hurt the knee some more.
That seems to be the best way to counter that Tongan driver, is to use the momentum when he goes to swing you around to hopefully counter, to drive him on his head with a tornado DDT. Zander back to the top with Lord Bengston, and he's going to drive him from 6 feet high. Here we go. Superplex. Down. Both men hook. Wait a second.
Trevor Outlaw just... And Trevor Outlaw just eliminated both men.
Trevor Outlaw. What a story here in the finals. The way he's gotten, I don't know. I'm almost going to take the headset off because I can't believe that Trevor Outlaw, this despicable, he's a despicable human being, a true POS. I've watched it all. I don't even know the guy. I didn't even like him watching him walk in the building. As a matter of fact, I physically wiped my hand off after I shook his hand, Dr. Haywood. But he needs to turn around. I don't care if he gets hurt, but he needs to turn around.
This is...
Juicy.
Oh.
That's it. Don't tell me. Tongan driver, that's it. That's all she wrote.
Yeah.
There is the young 2021 Young Lions Cup, and for the first time, from the original winner, Matt Carlos, to the real deal Will Roberts, to Jeff Cobb, to Chris Bay,
At a certain point, though...
Derek Slade.
At a certain point, though, it was academic. Juicy Finau was gonna walk away with the Young Lions Cup, the man to beat.
First. Not only is he the first representative, I believe, from East Bay Pro Wrestling to win the Young Lions Cup, he is the first competitor to ever be knocked out of the tournament and brought back in, even though he earned the right to come back in. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, the runner-up, Trevor Outlaw.
Well, the big man wants to speak.
We got someone here who needs some luck.
Here she comes, ladies and gentlemen. Teary-eyed. We need to know what's going on with that knee. This is a very unfortunate night for this young lady, but what an amazing sign of respect from all 15 of these competitors. Listen to them. Hold on. Hear this crowd rumbling. Juicy hands up the trophy. Brooke refuses to take the trophy from the winner.
Well, a nice symbolic gesture. to hand the trophy to Brooke Havok. You got a feel for the gal, but ultimately it belongs to Juicy Finau. 16 competitors laid it all out, traveling from not just across the country, but across the world to compete in this match.
Hey, before we continue, Ms. Havok, when you're ready, I need that one-on-one for that trophy.
Now that's a respectable.
Absolutely, but you gotta figure he's sort of dangling the carrot before her. Big Juicy, he's like 4 of her.
It's a very commendable move. What a night here, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it. PCW Limelight. This is Dr. Haywood. I'm Zach Primetime Reeve. It was a complete and absolute honor to produce, to present, and to put out the Young Lions Cup that you can see at PCW Limelight. You can also see it through East Bay Pro Wrestling. Dr. Haywood.
Absolutely. This was truly an honor. Oh, Trevor Outlaw getting into it with Juicy Finau. Thrown out of the ring.
See you later, buddy. See you later, buddy. Have a good flight back to Chicago, Illinois. Hopefully you leave California quicker than you came.
Well, I hope to see him very soon again, either at PCW or East Bay. What an honor. All of these competitors have reason to hold their head high. I'm certainly pleased to be here with you. This is Dr. Haywood saying, folks, take it easy. If it's easy, take it twice.
And for the 2021 Young Lions Cup, for Brooke Havok, for the winner Big Juicy, for East Bay Pro and everybody involved, you know what time it is.